Hello guys, it's Teenage Marvel Fan back in another video, and as you're no doubt well aware, Avengers Campus opens in Disneyland, California this summer, and as well as rides and restaurants themed to characters like Ant-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy, but there will also be a web slinger attraction, which allows guests to sling webs just like Spider-Man. And there have been conflicting reports about whether Tom Holland will lend his voice to the wall crawler, because while the theme park's version of Spider-Man looks nearly identical to the one in the MCU, the costume is ever so slightly different, and as a result we can't say for sure whether this new land is supposed to be set in that shared world. However, the news has broken that Spider-Man will be battling the villain as Dr. Octopus in the ride, and now this has led to speculation that he's going to be Spider-Man 3's lead villain. Now, there are arguments for and against this being the case. For starters, if Doc Ock is making a physical appearance in the ride, which, as I mentioned, opens this summer, then he would need to have been cast already. Because Dr. Octopus is one of those characters where it's not like he wears a helmet or a mask or anything. You know, it's literally just his face and he's got some goggles on. So you kind of need an actor if you're going to have him in this. Because it's not like it's going to be a cartoon version of it in the ride. It's going to be a realistic MCU version. So, I mean, I guess they could have, if they wanted to do... They have to be doing Dr. Octopus for a reason, because they could have easily done Vulture or Mysterio, because they both have helmets, so then you wouldn't need the actor or anything, or honestly just any other villain that has a helmet or a mask or whatever, so then you wouldn't need an actor. You just make a design and have the costume and the helmet, and then you have that in the ride. But with Dr. Octopus, you actually need an actor, and why would you cast an actor for a character just for a ride, especially when it's a big character and villain like Dr. Octopus, when you can have him in the MCU as a big villain? So, on the other hand, though, he just has a presence, and this could easily tie into the next film. So him being in the ride may also lessen the odds of a Spider-Man 3 appearance, because say that this ride is technically canon to the MCU, possibly. So then, if that's the case, then that would mean that Spider-Man would have already fought Dr. Octopus, and he did it in, like, a 10-minute ride. So then that means he wasn't really that big of a villain, and why would he need to fight him in a movie? So, what I can say is that Avengers Campus sounds pretty awesome, and it should be a must-visit for fans. But do you think Dr. Octopus is on his way to the MCU? Me personally, I don't think he is for Spider-Man 3. I hope that he is in the future, maybe when Peter gets into college, if they continue these Spider-Man movies past the trilogy, have Peter go to college. I think that would be a great time to introduce Dr. Octopus, because he could be one of his teachers or professors, just like they could do the same with Kirk Connors, and then they could turn on him, I guess, and become villains. And I think that would be a great way to introduce Dr. Octopus. But for this next movie, Spider-Man 3, definitely no Dr. Octopus in this. They should definitely focus on doing Kraven with a side villain of maybe either Scorpion or Chameleon. I prefer Chameleon because we already kind of saw Scorpion, just not as Scorpion. But I'd like to see Chameleon as the side villain for Spider-Man 3 with Kraven as the main villain. So anyway, let me know what you think about all this down in the comments below. What do you think about Dr. Octopus being in this ride? And do you think he is coming to the MCU anytime soon? Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.